band starts to play our fight song, signaling the start of the game. The players barrel through the decorated paper that declares, "Go Alabama Blue." Each girl is dressed in a navy midriff jersey and black shorts. Their hair is done up in ponytails or pigtails with W for Wolverines painted on their faces. I take my place on the sidelines, luckily dressed in jeans and a pink t-shirt, instead of a cheerleading skirt like the bozos on the other team. I take an inventory of the starting lineup. That's when it hits me like a battering ram to the chest. Lainey, standing next to Coach Mackenzie, is taking direction on plays. Her dark hair is in two low pigtails, and there's a swipe of eye black under each of her eyes. But it's the number on her chest that has me panting. A huge, white 7 is blaring back at me. Is she the QB? I didn't even know she was playing. I make my way over to her and the head coach of the Wolverines, the man who has led 7 teams to the state championships in 10 years. To say he is respected would be an understatement. We don't mess around in these parts. If we're going to play football, whether it be powder puff or not, we call in the big guns. I eavesdrop as he goes over the running and passing plays. She looks a little nervous, but also intense. Her competitive side is flaring. It's the same when she plays volleyball. You can see the hunger to win in her eyes. How do I know? I may have stalked a game or two. Sue me, I missed her. After the coin toss and right before the players take the field, I pull Lainey aside. When did you decide to play? I didn't. I don't understand. I tossed a football around with Miranda before one of her practices. Coach Mackenzie saw me, and I didn't have a choice after that, she explains, irked. Miranda is the tiny, bubbly blonde wearing the number 19. She's a wide receiver. Her boyfriend, Logan, is an all-state tight end. I'm sure he gave her a few pointers. I would have done the same for Lainey if I knew she was QB. Our little lesson paid off. I can't help but smile proudly. Apparently so. She sounds like she regrets ever picking up a football. It hurts my heart. You're wearing my number. How did that happen? She glares at me, the sun making her blue irises crystallize. Lainey shrugs. It's a quarterback's number. There are lots of quarterback numbers. Why that one? She's reluctant to answer as Coach Mackenzie barks at her to get on the field. It has heart. I watch her hustle away and take her place in the huddle. I feel like I'm soaring, dangerously close to believing a chance at reconciliation isn't dead after all. We won the coin toss, so the Slammers have the ball. I watch mesmerized as the girls line up. They look so little on that huge field. Lainey stands behind the center, whom I recognize from the lacrosse team. She's got some girth. Lainey calls hike, and the ball is snapped into her hands. She shuffles, looking for an open receiver, when she's sacked, hard. She didn't even see it coming. It takes her a second to get up. I want to run out onto the field and make sure she's okay, but she makes it to her feet and goes right back in. Fight, Lainey. You have to fight. The next play, Lainey is able to pass, but it's incomplete, just inches away from Miranda's fingers. This goes on for 2 more downs. It's the 3rd down and the ball hasn't advanced at all. I hear Coach call a running play. A 134 sweep on the outside. Lainey will have to run it. I hear her repeat in the huddle, her little voice already hoarse from yelling. The line takes position, and Lainey screams hike. The girls block left and right, making a tiny opening for Lainey to sneak through. I hold my breath as she gets lost in shoving bodies, then reemerges with the football tucked in her arm. She books it down the field with 2 line women, hot on her tail. I find myself screaming along with everyone else as Lainey is tackled right on the 5-yard line. Nice breakaway. We're in scoring position. Coach calls another play. We all feel the excitement. Scoring is a rush. Lainey crouches behind the center and calls hike. Miranda makes it into the end zone, and Lainey fires it. Touchdown.